All right, Tom Westerholm.
Hey, Grant. Jalen was just kind of mentioning that a lot of guys had some reservations about going to Orlando initially for the restart. I was just curious what you remember about those conversations among the team and just what your initial thoughts were about, kind of getting the season restarted again.
Well, I feel like it was difficult, especially at first. I understand what he means because no one knew what to expect. So I don't think we had any plan whether or not we were going to restart or not restart. So a credit to the league when we did kind of get going and understanding that they started reaching out to not only the player reps with me and also Jalen on the executive committee. And they did a good job communicating from then on. But especially in the beginning, no one had information. So I could understand why he felt discomfort and a lot of other guys did as well.
Bob Schron. All right. Any other? We'll go to Amanda Pflugrad.
Hey, Grant.
Hey, Amanda.
I'm just curious, you spent some time at Kemba Walker's place when you guys were in Charlotte together. What was that experience like? And maybe what's something that you learned about Kemba that you didn't know before living with him?
Honestly, it was amazing. It was great to be able to hang out with him and get to know him better, as well as be able to work out and to progress on the basketball floor. But what I learned about him was just like we're very similar. It's kind of funny in terms of lifestyle and what we enjoy. So we actually very much bonded and got to know each other a little bit better because of the fact that we're both kind of laid back and we enjoy our space and we enjoy our time when we're just to be able to relax. So everybody has this mentality that I'm the talkative guy, and I am when I'm in social settings. But I teased, was it Jared, when I was like, I enjoy my alone time. So that was pretty fun.
What did it mean to you that he extended that offer to you?
It meant the world, especially in that time when no one knew what was going forward. I didn't want to be around my grandparents or my family because I was nervous about COVID traveling back, as well as the fact that I'd be working out. So you never know who I might run into or see. So for him to reach out and extend that hand, helping hand, was not only just a great thing for a teammate to do, but a friend to do. So I'm thankful for him, and I'm blessed to have somebody as generous as he is.
I will try it again. Bob?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, hi, Grant. How are you? Thanks, Brandon. Sorry about that. Grant, I was just wondering, this is a season that is unlike any other, and Channing Frye, the former player, said that a way that he wanted to stay focused was to put signs all over his room saying "Win the championship," things like that. How are you? What's your mindset going into this season unlike any other, I should say? Thank you.
I feel like everybody's kind of different. So maybe for him, a visualization thing helps him moving forward. But for me, I kind of have that already tracked mentality of that's the goal and understanding what goes into it and the hard work that's been needed not only to get to where I am now, but also to get to where we want to be in the future. So it's definitely a tough trial and time. Players are nervous, players are antsy, plus players are excited and ready to play. So it's just a matter of competing and doing our job every single night and trusting each other because of the amount of work we've put in, not only while we've been back here in Boston, but prior to when we didn't know what was going on.
Is that type of situation something you guys have discussed among each other? The novelty of it all?
We kind of leave that alone more so. We kind of just discuss the day to day. We stay in the moment, and our focus is just getting to Orlando, staying safe, staying healthy, and making sure that we're prepared going into this upcoming season restart.
Okay. Thank you.
John Corrales.
Hey, Grant. For a rookie, this long layoff, can you just speak to what kind of potential setbacks that this might have presented? And was there a possibility that you could use this time as a way to take advantage, maybe through film or something like that? Because it's the development aspect here.
Yeah, it's something that we all have to go through. So it's more so that I use that as an advantage just to more so to work on my game, my ball handling more so, and just become more comfortable as a perimeter player than more so than the post player or like back to the basket player I was in college. So it was actually a little bit of opportunity, but also a little bit of hindrance. But it's something we have to go through. Right now, it's similar to summer league, what I'd be going through if I was a second year player. So it's a matter of we're playing again. So this is the time last year we were in Vegas, quote season starting for as a rookie. So now I'm just as a rookie going back to Orlando because my rookie season's not over yet. So that's going to be fun, and we're just going to have to make the most out of it.
What's it like having the longest rookie season ever?
It's definitely an experience. I feel like all the rookies can attest to that because we thought our rookie duties would be over. We thought we'd be able to bully the next class, But now we're over here. Still have to get towels. Still have to bring soap to the game, So it's okay. I'm gonna have to deal with it for another three and a half months, I think. So after that, maybe we can move on and move forward. And they'll treat me like the 12-year vet they call me already. Brad always says you're a 12-year vet the way you act. I'm like, I'm sorry. That's what I'm used to.
Jared Weiss.
You've had it pretty easy for a rookie, I'd say. But I wanted to know, a lot of players have talked about trying to use Orlando as a platform to further the social justice movement. What have you thought about as far as actual tangible things that you can do, both with when the cameras are on, when you're at a game, but also with all the downtime where you plan on not talking, but you do have a good chance to really use your voice for good?
I feel like it's going to be a great opportunity not only to advance as players in terms of using our platforms and our images to not only help the movement, but also to be able to get together. Because in Orlando, this is probably the one time where every team basically is in the same location. So all the people who are very interested in a certain sector can get together and put their minds together and think about something that can impact not only society, but their life and how they can make an impact. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything goes. Definitely further message is necessary and what we need to do while we're down there. And we have to use both on the court and off the court activities to do so.
Keith Smith.
Hey, Grant. Were you able to get Kemba into playing board games or anything like that during your time together?
The best I could get was Uno and cards. No such thing as board games, because that's where we differ. He doesn't like sit in places for a long time, and I'm just like, yeah, I understand that. Like he's not sitting there for 3 hours trying to play Monopoly or an hour playing Catan or Dominion or whatever it is. He just kind of likes the quick pace, fast pace. All right, boom, we won and we lost. Trouble. He's a trouble board game player. That is something we did play a lot of. Trouble. Yeah, it's kind of funny because that's like the most easiest, simplest game of any kid that can try. But he loves Trouble.
It takes you 3 hours to play Monopoly.
If you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Mike Petraglia.
Yeah, I don't.
Thanks, Brandon. Grant, I'm curious if you could bring us inside practice a little bit and give us an idea of what the team and you are going through now, as opposed to what you went through back in September and October as you got ready for the season. How it might be the same, how it might be different.
A little bit different because everybody's improved one way or the other, or kind of has to get back into their position and their role, because we're kind of the same team. We're built the same way, so we have to be understanding that even though we might have worked on certain things, we have to get back into playing for each other. So we haven't been able to get on the court together in I don't know how long. So just understanding that and being able to not only be confident in our roles, but also have success in them. So right now, in terms of practice, you can only do so much. So when we're 1-on-0 doing our things, we kind of work on our individual, whether it was progression, whether what you were working on prior, or you can work on the stuff like relation to the plays. We try to integrate a lot of our plays back into our workouts and kind of get up and down in pace to not only elevate our heart rate, but prepare for this training camp upcoming in Orlando.
How's that going?
It's going well. I feel like everybody came back and had a great win and great shape. So it's kind of unusual to see that many teams may not have that. They might not have all the guys who were dedicated and coming back, and you look at them and you're like, oh, dang, they could play right now. So I'm happy to say that our team is probably one of the more well-conditioned and looked like we really put the time and work in.
Last couple of questions. We'll go to Gary Washburn.
Hey, Grant, how's it going, man?
Going well.
Good. You got 3 months of downtime here. I mean, you can be all about ball, and I know you'll try, but how will that be? Is it going to be like college, no travel? You're going to be on this campus. I mean, what have you kind of envisioned what you'll do, what you'll bring with you, how you'll try to take up some of you can't be ball for 24 hours. So what will you do for these 3 months, hopefully for you guys 3 months or 2 months or whatever that you're down there?
It's similar to college and AAU. It's kind of fun that I get to kind of reverse back and look back because I'm only a year removed, or 2 years removed now technically. But it's kind of similar to those two because you get to be around your teammates, hang out, and you're kind of in the same location. You have nothing else to do but work out and hang out together. So that's fun. You could create great relationships. And also AAU where we have multiple different teams that are there. So next thing you connect and socialize, and you can goof off with the guys that you already know and connect to the guys you don't know. So I'm excited to be able to get down there and catch up with some of my former teammates and Admiral Kyle and get to see friends that I haven't seen in a while.
All right, we will wrap it up right there.
No
Thank you.
Hamilton questions?
I appreciate everybody.
Hamilton review, Grant, before you wrap up?
Hamilton review, all I gotta say. It's 10 out of 10. I don't have any other complaints about it. I'm a Hamilton guy, so no worries.